Well, let's read about the strange 5G conspiracy.
Yes.
The Guardian reports broadband engineers threatened due to 5G coronavirus conspiracies. EE suspects telephone mast engulfed by fire in Birmingham was an arson attack as celebrities claim COVID-19 caused by new network. I have heard so many conspiracy theories about 5G, and it's the strangest thing to me because people say the same things every time a new radio frequency technology comes out. I know because I've been dealing with these technologies for the past decade.
Yeah.
I remember WiMAX. Remember WiMAX?
No.
Short-lived 4G technology used by Sprint. They got rid of it. They didn't like it.
Okay.
They switched. Then everyone started adopting long-term evolution, 3GPP, whatever you want to call it. I'm not an engineer on cell technology or anything like that. I just was hacking these gizmos and gadgets with my buddies, and we kept hearing that 4G was going to cause cancer and all these things. 5G starts coming out. I start hearing the same things, and I just roll my eyes.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Why would all of these governments conspire to put out 5G waves that would kill a bunch of people?
I don't get it either.
What do they think? It's like
And
a certain percentage of people will die, or
they say celebrities, but they're not celebrities. They're like mini celebrities
who are saying this stuff?
Yeah, like someone actually tweeted me this story, and I was just like looking into it a little bit, and I was just like, this is so silly. Like it's just a bunch of random people, and then I didn't recognize any of the celebrities. Granted, I'm not really like I don't really care to like know who's who in what circles, but it just doesn't make sense.
Somebody actually torched a 5G tower. Set it on fire.
Seriously?
Yeah, there's photos of it going viral.
Oh my God.
Let's read this. The Guardian says, telecoms engineers are facing verbal and physical threats during the lockdown. Baseless conspiracy theories linking coronavirus to the rollout of 5G technology spread by celebrities such as Amanda Holden prompt members of the public to abuse those maintaining vital mobile phone and broadband networks.
See, already a celebrity. I have no idea who it is.
It was British.
Amanda Holden. I don't know.
It's the Guardian, man. It's the UK. Huh?
Oh, I don't know that. Okay.
Facebook has removed one anti-5G group in which users were being encouraged to supply footage of them destroying mobile phone equipment.
Jeez.
With some Luddites, with some contributors seemingly under the pretense that it may stop the spread of coronavirus, and some running leaderboards of where equipment had been targeted. So let me get this straight. Is there some kind of conspiracy that some people are genetically predisposed to being wiped out by the 5G waves?
I don't know.
Is that why they're swabbing people's noses to get a DNA sample?
Yeah.
And they could be like, aha, this proves that the 5G will harm you? Do they think like 5G is designed to cull the masses?
I have no idea.
That's so weird.
You know what? It just feels like they're looking for anything now. Like, oh, that must be the answer. Wonderful. We can rally against that.
It's like I'm willing to entertain there's negative side effects. I think there was one study that said that there was, here I'll tell you what.
Go ahead.
There was a warehouse in Chicago I used to skate at. They had a bunch of antennas on the roof. And you know what the groundskeeper would say? Don't go on the roof, there's a lot of radiation. It's radio waves and stuff, not supposed to be it's non-ionizing, but
yeah.
He's like, trust me, man, it's really, really powerful stuff. It'll mess you up. Don't go up there. And that's what the engineers were saying.
Yeah, I saw a video. That's kind of in line with what I was about to say. I saw this video. I think it was someone in Russia. It looked like they were on like maybe the 12th floor right by the window, and they had the Geiger counter. And they would go to the window, and it would spike, and then walk back into
that's
the core.
Ionizing radiation, though.
Oh, is that what that is? But I mean,
it's supposed to be.
What is that doing to you, though? Is it doing
the ionizing stuff?
Yeah,
breaking down your DNA.
Yeah,
right.
Good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, and he was pointing at the tower, which is like on the roof of the building next to him.
I don't believe that seems.
I don't. Well, I don't know. I just remember seeing that. And I was like, "Whoa, that's a little crazy."
When I was,
it was right when 5G first can come out.
Yeah, when I went to Fukushima, we had a bunch of radiation detectors.
Yeah.
You'd put it on the ground, and it would go whee, and like the number would start spiking.
Yeah.
You could it wasn't like pointing at stuff. You'd put it on the ground, and then all of a sudden the number would start going up really. And
so it had to be close.
I mean, it depends. Like if there's, I guess, gamma wave radiation, you'll pick up a ton of it. I really doubt they're blasting the stuff out of 5G towers. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
That's not how that works.
And that was the only time I've ever seen anything like that. And it seems like they've got it, and companies are starting to set it up, and there's.
I don't know. We got 5G. We got 5G here. I haven't noticed any problems.
Do you have 5G?
Yeah.
I mean, we seem fine.
Yeah, we seem fine. Nobody,
You don't have
nobody
any
got sick.
abnormal
So far.
growths.
Well, so let's
That we
check this
know
out. They say video footage of a 70-foot telephone mast on fire in Birmingham this week has also circulated widely alongside claims it was targeted by anti-5G protesters. Network operator EE told The Guardian that its engineers were still on the site assessing the cause of the fire, but it looks likely at this time that it was an arson attack. The company said it would be working with the police to find the culprits. It said, quote, "To deliberately take away mobile connectivity at a time when people need it more than ever to stay connected with each other is a reckless, harmful, and dangerous thing to do. We will try to restore full coverage as quickly as possible, but the damage caused by the fire is significant. The problem has become so bad that engineers working for BT Openreach, which provides home broadband services, have also taken to posting public pleas on anti-5G Facebook groups asking to be spared the on-street abuse as they are not involved in maintaining mobile networks."
Yeah, I
Wow.
actually, in this stuff that I was reading, there's images of this different people straight up yelling, "You're murderers! You're killing people!" to, like, you know, the guys in the yellow vests, like, installing 5G cables. You know, they're just there to pull cable line, you know, they're not, but people are yelling them, calling them murderers. So it's like, whoa, dang. So that's probably what they're referring to there.
Yeah, totally.
The on-street abuse.
Industry lobby group Mobile UK said the incidents were affecting efforts to maintain networks that are supporting home working and providing critical connectivity to the emergency services. Vulnerable consumers and hospitals' telecoms engineers are considered key workers under the government's guidelines. In one widely circulated video that has attracted millions of views on Twitter, individuals working for the broadband company Community Fiber are abused by a woman who claimed without any evidence that they were installing 5G as part of a plot to kill the population.
That's exactly what I was just referring
what it
to.
was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right there. That's it.
Yeah.
This is the way you do it, man. They must be giant directed energy weapons that we've been hearing about all this time.
Really?
What is this, like, you know, a Kingsman style plot to cull the world because there's too many people? Is that what they think it is?
Maybe.
I think the movie Kingsman's actually interesting because the bad guy makes an interesting point. You've seen Kingsman, right?
I don't think I have.
All right,
I thought I
you've seen
did,
it, right,
but
Lydia?
Yeah.
We've talked about it a couple times, and you've already.
Spoil-
I already know what you're gonna say.
Right, right.
We
Samuel L.
talked about it
Jackson.
already.
Yeah.
The bad guy says global warming is a result of too many people.
Mm-hmm.
If we do nothing, all people will die. So we have to kill a bunch of people.
See, and you know why I don't think I've seen it? Because I would have remembered him having a lisp.
Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
You said he has
Right.
a lisp
Yeah,
when
he
he
does.
says it. I
Yeah.
don't remember Sam Jackson ever having
So,
a lisp.
the good-
so I haven't seen it.
So the good guys are like, we're going to stop you from killing all of these people.
Right.
But the dude makes, well, I guess the point of the movie is that he's wrong. The Earth isn't going to kill all, you know, global warming, whatever. But the point is, the bad guy's like, hey, look, the world's going to end. We got to, you know, kill all these people. The good guys are like, no, you can't do that. Is that what these people think this is basically happening? Like the global elites are launching cellular technology? That's literally the plot of Kingsman.
And they're staying in 4G. Their 4G network
So
circles.
so in Kingsman,
safe away from
Yeah,
5G.
man.
in Kingsman, the bad guy gives out SIM cards for free. He's like a tech mogul, and he's like, free cell phones, and everyone gets the phone, and then the phone plays a noise which makes them really aggressive and fight each other and beat each other to death. So it's not identical.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh man.
It's
You
not
gotta
identical.
watch it.
What a
But
great
is
plot.
is
Yeah,
is
man.
that what people believe, that like the 5G is being deployed because super wealthy people in government and the secret cabal is like, we're gonna purge the masses, like Kingsman? Was Kingsman like a wink wink nudge nudge?
I don't know.
Maybe it's gotten into their brains. I don't know.
It's based in London or Britain, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So maybe they saw it and they were like, "Hey, that's in
Look at
our
this, look at
hometown."
Social media posts from celebrities such as singer Anne Marie have helped spread the theory.
Who?
While
I don't know.
UK man,
UK
while Holden,
plus.
a judge on Britain's Got Talent,
Oh, never seen
shared
it.
a link to a popular change.org petition promoting the rumor that the symptoms of coronavirus are in reality due to residing near a 5G mast. The petition was subsequently removed following inquiries from The Guardian.
What?
International radiation experts have repeatedly made clear that the new high-speed telephone system does not pose a risk to humans, while pointing out that the coronavirus has spread widely in many countries without any 5G
Yeah.
coverage, such as Iran.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
like the islands. There's
Yeah.
someone was saying that I don't remember where I was reading it, but they were saying like, you know, my brother, my dad thinks that 5G is causing all this, and their main reason is because it's in all these countries that have 5G now, and it's like, well, what about all the countries that don't have it?
Iran.
It's there. It's
Like their
there
government-
also throughout like Costa Rica. There's Madagascar.
You know what? The government, the
Mm-hmm.
U.S. government, deployed by plane parachute 5G
5G.
into Iran to kill.
The satellites.
Yeah, I don't
Satellites.
know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
World Link.
Yes.
I think this stuff's silly. You know, it's. I would never just blindly be like, I trust all of these companies to do the right thing.
Yeah.
I certainly think we have seen governments and major corporations dramatically like screw over people ridiculously. You know
Agreed.
that like
and pay $1 million fine or $100 million fine when they have $2 billion profits.
Yeah.
You know.
I got to be really careful about this next part
Oh.
because I don't got the source pulled up. But wasn't
Uh-oh.
there a company that produced pills that had them infected by HIV in the 80s?
Ooh,
I heard about this.
Yeah.
I have not heard this.
Can you Google it just to
I
make sure?
Yeah, let me
Can't
look.
Because unless we have a
confirm or
verified
deny
source,
it.
I'm going to be careful.
Can neither
So look, I
confirm
get it,
nor
man.
deny.
But I remember watching a documentary, and that was something. It was about basically like the opioid crisis.
It
you
was.
know,
Was it Bayer?
Is that who says that? What source?
Google.
What's the source? Legit
That's
news
from
source. So we don't get
CBS News.
CBS News. What do they
Yeah.
say?
So it said Bayer sold HIV risky meds.
yep. Everyone in
Yeah,
the chat
selling
agrees.
a blood clotting product that stopped potentially fatal bleeding and hemophiliacs that was linked to the risk of HIV infection.
Yep.
That was a.
So wait,
Sounds right.
was it tainted with it or was it
It
what?
says contaminated hemophilia blood products were a serious public health problem in the 70s and 80s.
Contaminated with what?
This is now from Wikipedia. These products cause large numbers of hemophiliacs to become infected with HIV and hepatitis
Boom.
C.
There you go.
There it is.
There were a
So
couple
yes.
different companies. Yeah, Bayer is one of them.
If somebody comes to me and says they think it's possible that this thing would cause, you know, some kind of symptoms, whatever, my immediate reaction is never like, "You're crazy! The moon is not made of cheese." It's, I'll Google it. I'll look into
I'll
it.
look it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any sane rational person is going to be like, that I don't know if I believe. I'm skeptical. Let me look into it.
Yep.
And I looked into this, and I don't believe it.
I
Yeah.
agree. I don't
Yeah.
believe it.
Like the
either.
Iran is a really good point.
Right.
Iran's got a bunch of COVID stuff. It has nothing to do
Oh,
with
yeah,
5G.
dude.
Right.
It was convenient, in my opinion, that people had been complaining about 5G stuff for a while. Now, there is a real risk with 5G in that it's disruptive to satellite signals.
Yeah.
So for weather forecasting and other stuff like that, it's
Okay.
going to start causing spottiness. And that's about it so far that I've seen. And then all of a sudden COVID happens and then someone linked the two. And then you get this viral video of the woman screaming, "You're going to kill people. Wow."
Yep. And the Earth is flat.
Yeah. So.
No, the earth is hollow.
Oh,
Excuse
yeah,
me.
of course.
Yes.
Dyson Earth.
Dyson
Yes.
Earth. Yeah.
So I think this to me sounds a little bit. So it was in Birmingham, England, right? It sounds
yeah.
a little bit like a case of localized mass hysteria.
Really? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's where
well,
like
because people are like upset about coronavirus. They're really
Yeah.
worried. They're fixated on one thing. They're
Right.
famous people are saying it. They're like, oh, this is it.
No.
And it's an easy
It's not
explanation,
just there. It is not just there. I was looking into this earlier, and it's people in America too.
Oh, okay, maybe
No,
that-
of course.
all
But
over
what
the
she's
place.
saying is that people are trying to find a reason to explain what's happening around them.
Right.
And one of the things about conspiracy theories is that for some people, it's easier to think it's caused by 5G.
Yeah.
Because 5G is something you have more control over.
Right.
Okay.
It is
Like if it
nuts.
was 5G doing this, you could say, "Don't turn that on,"
Yeah.
and you'd save everyone's life. It's the easy out.
Be a hero. You could burn a tower and be a hero.
Yeah.
But
That's what I was saying. People want something
Yeah.
to blame.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because the reality is they have no control.
Yeah.
Yep.
The virus is coming. You can't see it. It's going to get you.
I was
Yep.
thinking it was localized, but maybe since we have the internet, it's less localized.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. If you want to catch the full show, tune in to this channel, subscribe, hit the like button, or check us out on iTunes and Spotify. And we will soon have this podcast up for free on all podcast platforms. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all in the next episode.